Historically, the Republican Party has branded itself as the party of limited government, and the man who was once their favorite president explains why.
The American people made it plain that they want limited government, less government, that they want an extension of their freedoms, they want more local control, and they want less social tinkering than we have had over the last few decades.
But in case you haven't heard, Ronald Reagan is gone, and now a new president has taken his place at the center of the GOP, and with him a new governance of philosophy that has been anything but limited. The New York Times reported that Donald Trump and his allies are planning, quote, a sweeping expansion of presidential power in 2025 if he wins a second term to, quote, concentrate far greater authority directly in his hands. And this is not just hyperbole from the so-called left-wing media. Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, told the Times, quote, it would just simply be chaotic because he'd continually be trying to exceed his authority, but the sycophants would go along with it. It would be a non-stop gunfight with the Congress and the courts. There are a few key names that have been involved in floating these proposals in a project known as Project 2025. That's an effort spearheaded by the conservative Heritage Foundation that has been coming up with this laundry list of policies. It may surprise you, but Donald Trump has not been in a back room writing out all these pieces of legislation. He has people around him helping him, people like Stephen Miller. He has been pushing harder on hardline immigration policies. Another person is Johnny McEntee, who headed up his Office of Personnel, and in 2020 sought to root out any civil servants that were, quote, disloyal to former President Donald Trump. And lastly, you have Jonathan Mitchell, who is an attorney for President Trump. He has been arguing for the use of that Comstock Act law in order to restrict access to abortion.